Hey, this is Cuddles, and welcome one and all. So, this is Planet Coaster. Now, I've made no secret of the fact that I am one very excited little gamer about Planet Zoo that comes out in November this year. And in preparation for that, having not ever played Planet Coaster until about 3 weeks ago, I thought, let's have a look. Reason being is I'm a little bit of a management freak, and I was thinking I'd like to get to know how to play this game, how the management side of the sim works, and also what have Frontier produced in the last few years. So welcome to our fresh Let's Play. Now, I had a bit of a tussle and a tuss-up in myself. I hope you like my Cuddles avatar. About as close as they're gonna ever let me be to the real Cuddles. I had a bit of a toss-up and a tussle. I couldn't decide whether to record a Let's Play in sandbox mode, which would mean I can go ultimately crazy and full-on Disney-fied, or whether to actually do challenge mode. And I thought, well, what's the purpose of our Let's Play? And the purpose of our Let's Play is to actually see if we can make a profitable theme park. So we're going to go challenge mode. Then you see we've got to decide what we want. Do we want tropical? Do we want alpine? Do we want deciduous? Lush environment? Are we going to go desert? Big sandy expansive. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that in Planet Zoo. So between desert and grassland, we're going to write them off, because I think that as soon as Planet Zoo drops, they're probably what we're going to be seeing a lot of. Do we want a city park? I'm not customizing my own. This is Cuddles here. I'm not that creative. So we're kind of down between these ones. I like the look of a lush, building my dream park in a lush environment. Sounds like that might suit me, alongside my pink gin and tonic that's being consumed this evening. So, I love the fact they put it on difficulty hard. Hello, this is me. I'm afraid we're going easy. You actually want to see some content before, I don't know, Christmas 2021. Then we're going to need a little bit of cash and some access to loans and stuff. So let's start our new park. Now we're going to call it Cuddletopia. And I would like to welcome you all as my first guests to Cuddletopia. Ooh, it's exciting. Now, some people might say, well, what's the link between Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, you know, what you're thinking? Well, when we saw the footage that was released of Planet Zoo earlier this year, a lot of the management side is very similar. The guest interface looked similar. The staff side looked similar. Yes, granted, we're going to have zookeepers instead of probably engineers, or what are they called? They're not engineers, are they? Mechanics. Dudes with tashes. They definitely like dudes with tashes at Frontier Gaming, I'll give them that. I mean, we've got our mechanic dude with his tash and his hat. Our security guy who runs around a lot with his tash and his sunglasses. And then we've got old dude with his very sinister looking black gloves and his tash. Now, I have probably already racked up somewhere in the region of 100 hours in this game. And I was quite surprised. I thought I'd play it, and once the element of learning what I wanted to see and the mechanics of the game, I kind of got my head slightly around, I thought I'd be like, man, I'm done now. Oh no, it gripped me. It is a brilliant game. I absolutely love it. Now, I have paused us. This is the wonderful new blank canvas of Cuddletopia. And we are very limited on our budget. We currently have 8,000, whatever we want to call them. See, I'd say pounds because I'm a good old British girl, but that really is the dollar symbol, so I think we're going to have to call it dollars, which means that Cuddletopia is somewhere on the American side. I don't know. Trying to decide where in the world we could base Cuddletopia. Maybe somebody could tell me that at some point. Now, I do have access to loans, and I see no problem with using the loan system, so as you're prepared for the fact you're going to have to pay it back at some point. But we won't be dipping in there just yet. We can maybe see if we can use our 8,000 first. The idea is that I'm going to play this as realistically as possible. It's going to be a slow start because we're not going to have many guests, we're not going to have many rides, we're not going to be able to afford much research at the start. So we're literally going to have base Planet Coaster. So we will have access to some of these big plop down rides, and later on when we've got some big money we might make our own ride. I can already see across the horizon a nice kind of big coaster going around our park would be amazing, but that's way beyond our budget right now. Track rides, same theory. I mean, we can custom our own and we can put down some of the popular ones, but they're a little bit above Cuddletopia's budget. We're talking small village fate right now. We are nothing beyond the travelling fair that comes to town once a year with those amazing smelling pancakes and waffles and popcorn, and there are those dodgy looking rides that a few people get on because they just want to risk their lives, which is fine. And beyond that, there's not much else, and that is about our level at the moment. Doesn't mean we can't be beautiful. There's never a reason you shouldn't be beautiful, and I am going to admit right now there are many better Planet Coaster players than me on YouTube, and although I have learnt the basics, I am not going to be the most creative person. We will use plop down rides quite a bit. We will use some of the pre-built in shops and facilities because they're easy for me to plop down. And as we get further into the series and we get a bit more money, then we might see about customizing some of our own. I mean, there's nothing that stops us from having the toilet shack, which I will create because it's cheap and it's usable. But we'll make these things more beautiful as we go along. So our first challenge, in all truth, is we've got a couple of guests here. We've got Lorraine Oglesby. She has decided to drive to the middle of nowhere and stand on a path outside the park. We're just going to check and see if we are charging an entrance fee to these poor people, because I'd feel kind of bad right now if we weren't. No, we're not. So our ticket price at the moment is 0, which is fine. Because otherwise Oglesby, she's been a little bit conned, in all truth, because there's not actually that much here. Now, we want to greet our guests, and first of all we're going to need to get some paths in place, and we need to kind of think about maybe just a little bit of an area, and I hope to, by the end of this first episode, have a small area where at least our friend over here could, Summer Singleton as well, and Lorraine Oglesby, so that they can sit down after their long journey to visit our quite not very good park, and at least have maybe a sip of Gulpy, and possibly we might run to getting them a burger. That might be asking a little much. Now, I am always very specific. I like to make my paths certain colours and certain ways, and so let's just get a piece of path down. and we can then at least now start to welcome our new guests, because they have come quite some way. I mean, I imagine that Lorraine, she's probably driven 3 or 4 hours just to get to Cuddletopia, because the thing is I've probably been marketing this typical Cuddle style maybe a little bit early. Now, I've learned that get yourself a nice big path to bring them in, because we need the cattle getting through the door. And once we've got them in, well, then we can herd them wherever we want them to. So we're going to make sure that we've got little paths going off. But we are going to aim to just get a nice central welcoming point. See, I've already triggered myself slightly by doing that. There we go. Right. We're going to continue on with our 3 wide path. And then we're going to open it out a little bit. Just literally so as we can. Make sure that there is plenty of room for us to plop down do that right. There we go. Yeah, I'm very sorry about my OCDs. Now this might look like a lot of pathing, but I've got this whole thing that you kind of almost need to plan before we get going. There we go. It looks like a little person. Look at the little cuddles. I've actually created the little cuddles. Oh wow, I just want to put 2 umbrellas up here now, and that'll be 2 little cuddles eyes, and then we're done. That's it. I can be creative. People say you can't be creative. I'm creative with pathing. So we need to give them, very first thing we've got to give them, they've got to have a toilet. I mean, you've got to imagine they've been sat in the queue to get to Cuddletopia. I imagine it was a big queue. I mean, you can tell that. There's some coming through our tunnel. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them there already, plus at least another 5 in the tunnel. Now, I suspect they're leaving. That Gertrude, that's just very rude. They are going home already, which I think is just rude. They didn't even give Cuddletopia a chance. Sad times. So, what they're going to need is a toilet. Probably the most important building. Now, I mean, there are already preset toilets. But these all look, to be honest with you, a little bit grand. I mean, we can't really afford to be giving people these really grand toilets. So I'm afraid that we're probably going to have to customise our own. I mean, it won't be horrific. It's only a toilet. I'm going to pop it there. No, leave it there. That's it. Right. Now, this is not going to be the world's most beautiful toilet. Because, well, we can't afford the world's most beautiful toilet. Now, I'm thinking that we should probably go a la shed toilet. Because that's comforting. It's a comforting sight for people to see a nice wooden shed kind of toilet. That's brick. That's modern wood. Do we have anything a bit more? Oh, natural wood. Natural wood sounds like something you might build a toilet out of. I'm not going for anything fantastic with this. We are literally going for straight up box of a toilet. Now, of course, later on we will improve it. Now we need an archway for the front of it. Where's our archways? There they are. Do we have a natural wood? That's brick. Modern wood. Oh, natural wood, back an archway. I've been daft. There it is. I'm going to sink it down here. There we go. Now, I suppose really we should put a lid, a roof, not a lid, a roof on our toilet, because we don't want to, but I'm kind of going for the corrugated iron look, because when it rains in Cuddletopia, then you oh, that's way too big. Hang on, that is way too big. We need something a bit smaller. Oh, what's this? That's classy. That is a very classy toilet. Now, I've got to fill in these gaps, best I do. I hope that they are extremely pleased with the toilets that I've created for them, because I think that after a long journey, you will be desperate, and there's going to be nothing nicer than sitting down on a hot, steamy day in one of Cuddletopia's stinky toilets. See the right size. Yeah. Put one at the back, because we want to kind of keep the flies out. If we can do just a little bit, just, you know, we kind of want to keep the flies out. Now we need a sign to tell them it's a toilet. Do we have signs? Oh yeah, look, facility signs. I want something that just says toilet. Perfect. That is a perfect budget bog. I'm actually proud. Now, what I'm going to take it off pause for a moment to allow them to come in and enjoy my facilities. I mean, you've driven. I mean, now the little Cuddles image that I made out path has got a toilet for nearing, but you travel. They're leaving. Why are they leaving? No! I built you a toilet. Abigail. I made you a toilet. Oh. Maybe I got it a bit wrong. Maybe a toilet wasn't what they needed. I'm a little sad now, but it does look like one person is at least very interested in using our toilet. Now that is Norris, and Norris, I've got a bit of respect for you, because I'm grateful because you're going to come and you're going to use Cuddletopia's toilet, and you're going to christen it, Norris. You christen that bog. Now, I get it. I think I understand why maybe they decided that they should go home. I don't think there was enough flowers. Maybe we should have some flowers to welcome them. So what we could do is maybe kind of just put a few flowers just here and here at the bottom of the cuddle legs. And then they'll be a little welcome. Is Norris leaving? Is Norris used my toilet? Look, he's green now. He used my toilet and now he's going home. Excellent free use toilet block. Right, so Cuddletopia is now known as the luscious land of the toilet. Now what we could do, and here's a thought and a theme for our theme park, we could just make a series of toilets and we could charge people for them, and that might actually make me enough cash to eventually build us a roller coaster. I'm quite sad that I've scared off my my only visitors with my toilet. So that's going to be the end of our first episode. We have another toilet user. It's Stella. Next episode, I'm thinking that we might move on from the toilet fiasco and the toilet as an earring fiasco, and maybe, just maybe, provide some of our guests with a few more facilities than a toilet. Now, thanks for watching. Thanks for using our toilet. And this is Cuddles. And don't forget to try and watch the next episode. Thank you.